Hello. So what has been going on backstage? Well, something really exciting. I've been working on building my own recording studio for ASMR right in my own home. And as you may know, I usually record in the studio of my parents in their basement, which is about 30 minutes to drive over to their house and record ASMR videos. And it just became too hectic and too chaotic to plan everything next to running the gym. So that's why I decided to build a studio within my home. I live downtown in Holland, in the Netherlands, and that makes it difficult because it's super busy. Cars are rushing by all the time, even at night. You hear lots of people around, and it's just really a busy location where I live. So I needed to build a soundproof studio right in my home, and I had an extra bedroom to spare. I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have children, so I have a second bedroom that I'm not really using. So that's where the studio is. And unfortunately, my bikini model challenge has not been doing so great while my parents and I, while we were building the studio, because it was really busy, so I had no time to work out. We went to McDonald's and we ate pizza, just easy food, and obviously my parents are not on a diet, so it was really difficult to maintain the bikini model challenge, and it definitely caused some delay in this process, which is unfortunate. But I'm still slowly but surely making progress. This is what I weigh right now. So that's 70.4 kilos, and that's about 155 pounds. I started off with 160, so I'm slowly getting somewhere. So, how do you build a soundproof recording studio into your house? Well, I found out a lot about soundproofing your house. So what we did is we started off with the windows, because I have in my bedroom, I have a really busy road next to it, and the window, the sound comes through the window into my room. So what you need is UV protective foil. We've put it onto the window, on the outside window. So not on the inside, but the outside. Why? Because UV protective foil makes sure that the heat of the sun does not come into the window. So this is really important if you soundproof your window, because what comes next on the inside of the window, this stuff comes in, which is for vibrations. In Dutch it's called achlomer. Sorry, it's not a pretty language. And it's called vlokkenschuim. So it's just pressed material, and it makes sure that the vibrations through the window do not come into the room. And then you put over it a wooden frame to make sure that this does not fall off of the window. And then you put something on top of that wooden frame. I tapped it again, I'm so sorry. Which is isomat. So isomat, I think. Isomat is a material that it's almost rubber, kind of really heavy material. This one, just one square meter is 14 kilos per square meter. So it's really heavy material, and the guy that I was talking to who is specialized in soundproofing studios, he said you need to have mass, but then in heavy mass. So for instance, concrete walls are perfect to soundproof anything, but obviously I cannot build my home studio from thick concrete wall, so I have to be smarter. So that's how we soundproofed the window. So foil, this material, wooden frame, and then ISO mat over it. And it really reduced about everything. It was amazing. I could almost not hear the cars rushing by at all. So that was perfect. If you want to have a really good soundproof studio, you have to build a room inside of a room. We placed this stuff again, achlomer, and we placed it on the floor. And then we started building a wooden frame over it. So just a room on top of this on the floor. And once we had built that whole entire room, this stuff would come onto the wooden frame, so the wooden room. And it was really heavy. It was so hard. I think we were all sore at the end of the construction of the studio, but it was worth it because the sound is really good right now. I think I just will take you with me to show the final result. Still, sometimes I can hear the upstairs neighbors just a little bit, and I'm thinking about putting an extra layer of this stuff, ISO mat, in between the walls. So not in the outside, but in the inside of the walls, to even reduce more sounds coming from this building, from my upstairs neighbors, from my downstairs neighbors. I've got people all around me here, so it's a lot of sounds that I need to get rid of. So without further ado, I will show you the final result. So it's right over here. This is my studio. And when you come in, at first, you see all my props, all my outfits, like the poison ivy one and a cat suit, my doctor coat, and my glasses and light, and then all kinds of props, wigs, stuff like that, all right in here. So this is like the storage room for my props. So that's outside of the studio. Then I am standing in front of the studio, which, as you can see, has lots of ISO mat on top of it and a wooden frame. And it's really a room inside of a room. So you see my ceiling is white, and this black box is the studio itself. So I will shut the door from this room, and then we step into the studio. I will also shut the door from the studio itself. Okay. And then this is the result. I don't know if you can see, but so I'm standing on carpet, and I have my lights that we hung up on a frame, and I have my green screen, more lights. So I have my backlight and the green screen light. I even have some lights over here that I can turn on, and I can filter colors in front of it. That's easy because if I decide to hang up something like a curtain, like a black curtain or a white curtain, then I can do that onto this curtain railing, and then I can decide like, oh, I want to have pink spots, pink lights on it, or green lights, and it'll give more dimension to the experience of the background. So this is the room. Right over here you have my setup, my usual setup. The lights switches are over there with the possibility to charge my audio recorder and the battery for my camera. And as you can see, this is where I will be standing to make all of my ASMR videos with my AKG microphones, and right over here will be the audio recorder. This is where it will be placed, just as before. My Canon 80D camera, this easy screen. It's the same props, but then in my own room, in my own studio, and it's completely closed. This studio is just my little bubble of ASMR goodness. So yeah, listen. It's so quiet. Perfect. Okay, so this is basically what has been delaying my diet, pretty much. But it was worth it because it's really necessary for me to be able to have a YouTube channel and run a gym and combine those two and make the best of both worlds. So finally, my dream has come true. But still, we might need to put some more acoustic fiber on the walls. And still, I don't know if it's enough sound reducing to keep it this way, or maybe I will have to put isomed also on the inside of the studio. So this is like a test drive with my studio for a while. I think I will just try this for a month, and if I'm happy with the sound, then it's okay. But if I still hear my neighbors, these babies will also come on the inside of these walls. And it'll be like construction period number 2, but it will be all worth it because it's so much better to have my own recording studio. So thank you so much for watching, and I will be making ASMR videos for you.